It's Tuesday and the baby's home from school. She got a green paw by the skin of her chinny chin chin.
Show them the jar.
Oh, here. She made this in art today.
Look at that cube. I think that's pretty
Lots of
remarkable.
her friends, and look at this little smiley face. And you know, it looks like a little cute mouth thing. Sorry, not a dragon, but a dinosaur.
Dinosaur with
Yeah.
a hand out.
Isn't that wonderful?
And then I'm the ghost.
Okay.
And then Dad's the
All right.
dot, and then smiley face.
All right, say hello to everybody, and then bye.
Bye.
All right.
Bye, sweetie.
Bye.
Trying to get everything. I was
Okay.
just listeing to all of her chit chat.
Yeah,
She's
it was
so
a lot.
funny.
And then
Usually
she's just wiggling. Like,
yeah.
And then we're like, would you please go to the bathroom? Please. Oh, love God, go to the bathroom. All right, are you all up and ready to go?
Well, yeah.
Okay, this is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together
We are PM Artist Studio.
Today is Tuesday, which means we're experimenting some things, and we're gonna start this here grimoire Halloween spooky book thing.
Gothic book.
Something or other book. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. But before we do that, I do want to say, you know, the 1st of September is just around the corner at the end of this week, actually. And that means that we will be doing, you know, you want to keep an eye out over there in the Makers of Mixed Media Art Artists Facebook group, because that's where we have the swaps, which this month is going to be, I believe, postcards. Colleen, watch the chat. She'll let us know. There's the Maker's Collage, which I think Eddie's going to be heading up. We haven't heard back from Judy yet. He hasn't hollered at me about all that, but you know. And then we've got the Color Challenge that'll be headed up by Paula and Carrie. Keep an eye out for that. And then, of course, the Maker's Creative Collab, which is the Getting Squirrely, is the theme this month. I still have not decided whether I will be getting squirrely or not. Okay, so that's the Maker's business. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, I do not know you were here. And you will then only be a number. Don't be a number. Be a friend. Thumbsy upsies, all that business. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell, because then it does sometimes notify you whenever we're doing this. And we do this 4 times a week. Can you believe that? Some people think we're crazy. Sometimes I think we're crazy. Some days I wake up and I'm like... But, you know.
What day is today?
What is
That's
today?
usually what I'm
and then,
saying.
Yeah, I'm like, are we streaming? Is today a stream day? Is it morning or afternoon? The morning ones kind of stress me out because it comes around quick, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
especially that Monday one. All right, let me say hello to everyone. We've got Angela Apple, Art Junkie is here. Hello, Barbara, Betsy, Carol, Christy, Colleen, Darcy, Debbie, Eddie, Ellen, Estella, Fran on the Edge, Griffin Chill, that's Rhonda, Jeanette, aka Jnet, Kathy, Laura, Lori, Lydia, Martha, Mary Ellen, Monkey's here, Nancy J, hello, I believe you might be new or you came the other day, so welcome back. Naomi is here, Paula, Penka, SAG, that is Sarah, Scraps to Beauty, that's Xandra, we call her Z, Silver Granny and her Grumpy Gnome, but that's Lynn, and then we've got Star Traveler, that's Linda, Sue Davis, Tamarie, some call her Tam, Tina, Tracy, Trish, Wendy, woo! If I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. It is simply that you did not show up on the list when I got to that name. So, give me a little pinky hello, or, just, a couple of little wavy hands, and I'll be sure to say hello back. Whew.
Penka, did you notice something today?
She's wearing your earrings, Penka. All right. Hello, Linda.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to see them sometimes because they're... Okay. So,
am I going topside now?
You're going topside.
Okay.
All right, well... I had to share this with you because it just cracked me up. I did not get mentioned in the interview at school.
She was real sad about it. I didn't get mentioned either. Her daddy did.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a big deal.
Yeah. But I want you to notice we have Queen Fox here.
Mm-hmm. And she even told me about this before she brought it home.
Here's my crown.
Uh-huh.
I have a heart nose, green eyes. And my earring. And then I have a bracelet or a scarf on my tail. I can't remember.
No, I
But-
think it's like it's kind of a tail bracelet and a paw bracelet.
and a paw bracelet,
That was one fancy fox.
isn't it?
One foxy fox.
And I love it. QEN.
Yeah.
Queen.
Queen. Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. I will save that forever. All right, now.
I got the vase.
Huh?
I got the V for vase.
All right, so this is from Fran. And it says letter and art bits.
We thought that was funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna soak that off there, you know. Whatever. All right, so this is stuff from Fran.
Hi, Martha.
And you know, I might keep this little envelope and use this for the grimoire.
Oh, I know. You guys just hunker down and hopefully it's not a bad one.
Oh, another hurricane.
Well, yeah, the hurricane stuff happening in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and Colleen, did you say what the do we know what the theme of the postcard business? It is postcard though, right? Sorry. Collage prompts are loaded and ready to go. You are rocking it, Eddie. Rocking it.
Oh, this will be a good one. This will be wonderful. I'll put that in a separate pile because that's for oh, look, and she sent me some more circles.
Bits.
Oh, but this one's nice. Look at this one. A creepy frame.
Now, is this is
Oh,
that
yeah.
paper or is it that Tyvek stuff?
I think it's the Tyvek stuff.
Because
It
Fran
feels-
cuts hers with the Tyvek stuff.
It feels slightly slimy.
Yeah. Then that's Tyvek.
Slippery, I should say. It's not slimy. It's slippery.
It's slippy slimmer.
Slippery. And I don't know how this gel plates, but I guess we're fixing to find out. The circles are always good.
Well, she gel plates with it all the time.
Oh.
That's what she does. That's
Oh,
what
this
she-
is really... Look at this stuff. Oh. Oh, yeah. That's definitely for the grimoire.
slimy.
Oh,
It
look.
feels, you know.
And tons of these little framey things. All right, now these are a little happy slappy, but you know that can be fixed. Love that.
Maybe she sent me some things too.
Well, I bet you we can guess which ones. I'm going to keep all of these little framey things because
Why don't you bust out an envelope and put those
little
in there?
framey things in there right away.
Yes, because otherwise you're going to be looking for them.
This is very true.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very true.
Hey, Miriam. Yes, and the color combo will be coming out on the 2nd. Wonderful. Colleen, I answered you above. It's not necessarily a postcard. It is a choice, and the theme will be announced on September 1st. Oh, man, she's not giving it up. No early info here in the chat.
Every one of those little pieces is very possible. Oh yeah, look at that. That's some that's some good stuff there. Rusty gears. And I think this is
Hey, Margot.
definitely oh, look, little things inside here.
Now, he ain't hold some of these little things up into the technology. It's a little stamp.
DEP, I don't know what that means. Oh, I like that. I'm gonna move that out of there. Oh, look at that. That's some
Ah, that's some good
That's
stuff.
some good stuff there. The posies I'll turn over to Mariah. Well, I really like that little, whatever that is there. If it's attached to that, I'm taking it off. I don't think it was. Or it wasn't attached.
It wasn't meant to necessarily be together.
Permanent. It wasn't a permanent attach. Oh yeah, that's good. I like that. That's a gothic
Hey, Ricky.
train with some. Well, I'll just rip off that bottom part and use it. Oh, and here's some more. All right, well, I have to put those over there. Oh, look, Mariah.
Ooh. Oh, yes, it's one of those bags. I'm sure. Don't let Izzy see it. She'll take it. I don't know what she does with all of them. She's probably got a collection somewhere.
Oh,
You know.
well, we've got some. Look at that stuff.
Ooh.
I'm going to appropriate that and change that and make it a little bit more grody.
Oh, no. I'm good.
Oh, this is nice. This is really nice.
But that's very sweet, Lara. Sorry, Rhonda had said that.
Oh my, look at this.
They kind of look like ice cube tray things, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Well, Fran, I think I got the better end of the deal here. I didn't send you anything very interesting.
I don't think that I think she will think that the stuff you sent her was quite interesting. And I threw in a bunch of extra stuff, so.
Oh.
Doop-de-doop-de-doop-doop.
Well, see, I never know what the final
package is.
The final package is out of my control.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It does look like an alien vertebrae. I was kind of thinking maybe.
It looks bony. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it definitely is bony.
Mm-hmm.
I love this crinkly paper. Look at those marks right there. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, gosh. Good stuff, man. I've got a little box started back here. I love this green.
Mm-hmm.
And this is wonderful because I can get some double whammy out of that. I can get some texture and change it ever so slightly.
Hello, Jennifer.
Oh,
Are you just...
lost my star.
Oh, no. Hey, Sherry.
Okay, I need to get that stuff out of here. Hey.
My phone thought I said...
Oh,
Thought
we're
I
not,
said-
not quite finished yet.
I was like, what was that?
Look at this.
That was funny.
That looks like our baby.
It is our baby. I sent her a picture. That's the one from the boat. Isn't it beautiful?
It's absolutely wonderful.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that is so cool. I was just like, that looks like our baby. Oh,
Did
it is.
such a good job,
Oh,
Fran.
hey, wow, this is pretty nice. I think PM Artist Studio needs to
Oh, I know.
have that.
She showed it in a stream the other day. I'm sure it's coming.
Your shirt's coming?
At some point.
All right, let's...
We're a little swamped right now. Like, just trying to find time to get new things in the works is...
Thank you for showing me on the camera.
Yeah.
Izzy, did you see this?
Look.
Mm-hmm.
Who is that?
Me.
Do you love it? Isn't it gorgeous?
And Mommy.
Yeah.
She has a toe injury.
Which your daddy can doctor you.
Fran, I hope it's all right if I read this, but I love your writing. I feel very close to you, and you're sitting in a cave and making art feeling. I, too, have hermit-like proclivities. Yeah, I wouldn't care if I ever went anywhere. I'm happy sitting surrounded by my art supplies in my cave-like den. Yeah. But since I began making art videos, yes, darling.
The toe. You know, she's going to bleed out
Oh
through
my
the toe.
goodness, that is. Here, we need to take this down and have your daddy put some of this on. Okay, it just takes a little tiny bit, sweetheart. And it'll be well. But since I began making art videos and occasionally connecting with other artists, Violet, you, Mariah, and others and makers, I have discovered something amazing. Before you or makers came along, I would have long stretches of blank unproductiveness. I'd lose interest in my art and lose the stimulus to continue.
We don't allow that sort of behavior. Right?
I'd even begin to wonder if I shouldn't give it all up. Oh my! Starting to believe that I was not an artist and never would be. That just wasn't in me. But since meeting you three, I have not had one of those stale periods at all. How long has it been? More than a year. If it's time for heads again. Now, I feel a bit stumped. I've done that. I'm bored. I find that someone has posted a new idea, new technique. I know. Different way of doing things with the same things, or one new addition, and people nudge me, show me things, tell me someone else has done something interesting. Sometimes I click with it totally, but most often it can be an offhand comment, a faint allusion someone makes, or a last-minute thought, or just a glimpse of something hidden in a print. And suddenly it's like a whole new vista opens up and life is buzzing again. Art is fun and new and full of hidden joyful surprises. It's you, Patricia, you, Mariah, Violet, and the whole community you have given life energy to. Thank you so much. Love, Frankie. Oh, look at that.
Little drippy heart. Thank you, Fran.
Thank you. You know, that's basically what it's all about, and I will keep that letter and treasure it, of course. And I'm putting this over in my other thing because, oh man, I really, we probably need this before we start the Gothic novel.
What's that?
This here.
Oh, good.
Little
Golly,
dude.
woman. Fran, is it in Dropbox? I mean, so how do you want to sell them? Because
Well,
sometimes
that's a good piece right there.
sometimes we got to work that sort of stuff out. It's like, okay, well, right, but
Well, I think there was plenty there. There was those other little, vertebrae sort of things. You could shrink them down and blow them up and move them
so
about.
a full
and put
sheet of just kind of mix
Yeah.
matchy things.
I
Okay.
think. Okay,
All
I'm
right.
putting this
Hello, Yuta.
all back in the thing here.
Hey, Dawn.
I love those kind of little edgy things,
I know.
All right, now this needs to definitely go away because
I know. I don't want anything to. We need to frame this and
we do.
hang it up. It's so cute. That's my baby. Thank you, friend. It really was for you, but thanks for all of us.
Yes. And I think it should probably.
Oh, Francis, there's another letter in there, but you read that later. You can go back through your pile later.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's more personal.
Alrighty, will do. I didn't see it. All right, now this is out here for a reason, and I'm going to tell you about it before I even start on anything today. It's getting kind of clogged up on and it's not making crisp, nice prints anymore. So when that you can see, like it's almost completely clogged up right there.
Mm-hmm.
Now I could soak it and scrub it off and everything, but what's nice about this is the original Yupo has some kind of sharp edges, right? Everybody understands that. Now is the perfect time to start doing frottage over this because it's got that layer of paint on there. It makes it just ever so slightly spongy, and it's really filled in all of those little now see this side, the back side, and really I was pretty good about doing that, so I'll have to remember that this is the side I need to frottage on. Or here's the other option. This could become part of a cover or pages, or backing it with colored, like I did stars and making pockets with it, because I think it lends itself very nicely to doing that. So I have a new one of these. Be using that today. Just wanted to talk about that real quickly, and also wanted to say.
Did you find that one after I cut the other one?
No, I knew I had it.
Oh, you really wanted a new one.
I really wanted a new one.
Okay.
Okay, so here's National Geographic. And I really like this one because I think both sides will work. And I don't know that my coloring, the color of this is what I'm going to want, but
Now, hey, if you would have watched Darcy's thing the other day, you would have figured out that she got the best results by kind of not doing the circular motion, but really kind of staying, straight in a straight.
well, I think it depends on the pattern that you're doing.
I guess that's true, too.
This is kind of
I was
more
listening, Darcy.
circular.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes you do have to just go because you're on
Yeah.
the edge and whatever.
But I would also say that she's probably getting more contact because of the paint.
Yes, and also the paint kind of grabs it a little
Yeah,
bit.
it makes it a little more grippy because Darcy was having problems with slippage.
Okay, so, and I didn't think about that, but yeah.
Oh, and a happy birthday to Tommy. She says, yeah, I can see the paint helps.
I mean, really, seriously, it does.
The block, the sandpaper block is a 220, right?
It's pro grade medium. Don't know, but see, it gets all ooped up. But what's good is if you take the ooped up edge and go over the light areas, it kind of look what it pushes that dark in there and on the line.
I'm pretty sure this was either a 220 or a 320. The stuff that Darcy was using was 220. That I remember.
Okay, and this is what you look like.
It's as gritty as the NYC in the 1980s. That's what
Okay, so I've got this. I don't necessarily like the image being all, I'm going to try to clean this up because Miriam's always finding some kind of imagery here. One of these days I'm afraid she's going to, find squirrels mating or something.
Mating.
And you can tell my paper is getting kind of worn out because it's the watercolor seeping through there. Okay, so that is that. Yes.
You just says to be careful not breathe the dust.
Yes, I am. I'm trying to wipe it all up right now.
I don't think too much was airborne, but
Okay, so you can see that there was some on there. And usually what I do is take this to the bathroom and use an old toothbrush and clean it out.
There you go.
But you want to make sure that, you're through using it because there's nothing worse than a wet sponge. It doesn't work very well. Okay, so we're just going to let this sit about for a minute. I've got this side. You can do both sides. Need to take care because that's when you're digging holes in your paper.
Yeah.
And you'll be angry with yourself if you do that. Okay. This over here, let that dry. Then let's start with I haven't decided if I'm going to use this. This is a paper from Susan.
Yes.
In Baltimore. And does Susan watch us?
She said usually if she does, then it's like
a replay.
Yeah.
Okay. And these are papers done with the Solvy stuff.
Solvy stuff?
Solvy stuff. Something. Solvy stuff.
Yeah, the citrus salt.
Citrus salt. You think I would be able to remember that?
It was hard
I can
for
just
me
remember
too.
the sol part.
Yeah.
Solvent. But aren't these cool? And what's really nice about these is they go on both sides. Now, I do think I'm probably going to, I talked to Mariah about this because it's already starting to come apart in places. I'll back this with something that you can still see the other side, but it's going to help it maintain its integrity.
I think the wet strength tissue.
Yeah, and the same with this one. Or I could use some of that onion skin papers. Okay, well, these are already done. Now, here's my pile. I'm trying to keep these kind of, there's papers for the Gothic book.
We have some of those, Susan, for out in the...
All right, I'm keeping the parts here. I don't know if this is the color that I want them. And I'm keeping this saran thing because I'm going to make that work. I need to take that out because I'm going to try that again today.
She's bound and determined to figure that out.
I'm bound and determined to do that. I've got an eye here, which I think is really, it's not necessarily the color I want it, but that's never been an issue. We'll fix that. But I think this could be great either for the cover or pockets on the inside. So see, I'm already starting to think, and I told Mariah, I said, I don't know why, this is how we have to do this every time, but it just seems to be the case.
Yeah, that's how we roll.
That's how we roll. And I don't really know. I picked this out of the box. And I'm sure that the inside part was used, but I'm thinking that this could be really cool.
Yeah, it was something that she cut with her scan and cut.
Yeah. All right, this is a print that I did in Baltimore. This is some more of that citrus salt. Now I need to work on this side, so I'm going to put that over here. I think these are wonderful. And Mariah and I talked about how to use these. Mariah, can you talk to that?
Yes.
These papers that are smaller.
So, this book's probably going to be a bit larger than that.
Because these are like less than half a sheet.
Yeah. I'm thinking that, overall the, vinyl cover size or whatever is going to be roughly around an 8.5 by 11-ish.
Yeah, ish.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Maybe less.
But what we can do is either put them, so that way because some of those are just one-sided. So you can glue the one-sided ones together, but then we can add a strip down the one side that will either contain, you know, the whole amount, but it will also give us extra to then
to work with.
to bind it.
Yeah.
I hope that makes
Because we've
sense.
done that. We've done
Yeah.
it. Remember the other one you saw the other day that we showed you that Mariah had glued pieces on, so the binding. Because
Yeah.
I think that's what we're going
Like
to
on
do.
those transparency pages, and then some of the ones that, you know, you didn't want to really lose any of the artwork. You didn't want to punch through it.
Yes.
So, yeah.
You just add that strip onto that piece there, and it can be as big as you need it to be. I mean, you know, it could be. You could even take one of these, fold it in half, and have it be the attachment piece. And some of these are a lot
Nice.
more substantial than others, and some of them will definitely
Hi,
need
Teresa.
some backing.
Listen to this. Dawn, she used your P's color fixing yesterday to turn a bright red envelope that she had sewn into her journal and regretted. She used a green alcohol ink marker and turned it a lovely brown. Well done.
Love hearing stories like that. I think, I'm not sure, this is,
Yeah, slip the extra between the two pages.
Yeah.
That's a much more concise way to
and
say that.
I'm going to fix that little, before I start. I'm leaving it as it is right now because I don't know what to do to it. And that's, and I think all of these really lend themselves. Look at this. You even see a little person going, ah!
Yeah. I think he got
And this
zapped
is
by something. He's,
Both sides. Now, see this over here? I can show you how you fix that. It's no problemo. Isn't that wonderful? But now that I need the other side for that, so I'll put that out there. Okay, look at this. Frankenstein's castle, right? But I'm going to do something here with this, with the frottage business. I left this just like it is because I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And this side, I want to do a print over that. It just, I don't know. I think it's really wonderful, and it's got a lot. It has, this is the
Hey, there's a little
Third
skull right at the top.
third
Do you see
layer.
that?
Little what?
Little skull right at the top. Two black eyes and a nose thing.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. See that?
right there.
I feel like I'm kind of stuffy sounding.
You are a little bit. I had a drainage night. It was bad. Okay, all I did to this, look at this, isn't this wonderful? I was just brayered some red from another one over the top. I love this, leaving that just like it is. All I did on this was use my clean out mixture, and it was white, and just picked up some, I think that looks really cool.
Very nice.
And same thing with this side. I did that same technique. I really, you know, I really like that technique. Let me do something with that, I swear to God. Okay, now this is the one you saw me do. But then on the inside, remember it had stuff that you could still see, so I just put down some mucky muck stuff and picked it up in various places. And when I turn it in the light, can you see how it, because of the glossiness of the magazine and the matte of the paint?
You know,
Thought
I'm
that
always
was
a big fan of that technique.
Pretty cool looking stuff. Okay, here's another possible castle. And all I did here was just pick up what was left over on that up
Yeah.
there to kind of get rid of. Oh, you can still see a few peeps here and there, but
It's
for the
okay.
most
It's
part,
kind of
not.
creepy and interesting.
this
I
is-
love this.
isn't this wonderful?
Don't you please don't do anything to that. Just
I won't, because I feel exactly the same way. This is the Citrusol,
right. It's a citrusalt
yes,
page.
of a National Geographic. You can still see a little bit of writing there, which that doesn't bother me. But I think both sides of this are absolutely
Yeah. Fabulous.
wonderful. I mean, it really looks like something old and,
It looks like a piece of a kimono.
oh, it could be fabric-y.
Mm-hmm.
And this, you know, I want to talk about this for just a sec here. Because, you know, sometimes when you put your stencil down, and obviously I had put paint down first, then put the stencil down. And if you do push a bit too hard and you squish it to the outer sides, then the inside picks up the texture of the stencil so that you have an outline rather than a definite line. And a lot of those others were flop-offs from that,
Yeah.
that technique also. I forgot to say that. Okay.
Now what are we doing?
Now we're going to, well, we're going to...
Now, y'all remember, every time we do a book, there's going to be a lot of looking at papers. We spend a lot of time looking at papers.
And we spent a lot of time deciding that that one wasn't really what we wanted. Well, I say, okay, I don't want that one.
Yeah.
All right, I told Mariah, I said, I'm going to talk about this. And I know it sounds like I'm like pushing one thing over another thing, and I am.
Take care, Paula.
Okay. Is she leaving us?
Yeah, she's not feeling very good.
Oh. Well, have a little ginger. Or
Yeah.
drink some kombucha. And Diane has ear infections and well as diverticulitis. Great fun. Well, you probably need more probiotics.
That's
Just
her
saying.
answer.
Okay. These two are the same stencil, right? Except this is the 8.5 by 11 and this is the 9 by 12. If you're going to buy them, I recommend buying the 9 by 12, and I'm going to show you why.
Okay, this one is Vintage Parlor. Yeah, hold on, I'll put a link.
I call it Victorian wallpaper.
She does. Which then screws me up because I'm like, and maybe it is. Maybe it is the Victorian. Hold on. See, now she's messed me up. Once again.
Once again,
Peace strikes again. Renaming things.
I can't help it. It's how I remember things.
And we usually try to AKA those in the shop because, you know,
Yeah.
we talk about it on stream and then people are looking for the wrong thing.
All right, I'm going to keep these things handy because I may want to pull them over and, you know, mop up something on the plate. So I've got these prints that were pulled or brayer offs that when I did the others. So they're kind of in the ballpark of where I want them to be, but not really. This is way too bright. So we're going to knock that back. And then we're going to just
Oh, so you were kind of right. So it's Victorian Parlor Paper Style 1. I will put the link in if Darcy hasn't already because she probably beat me to it.
Okay.
Or she's... Okay, I got it.
You got it?
I got it.
Excellent. All right, I've got all these here that I'm going to be working on. Right there, so don't lose them. This is the stencil that I want to use. Hopefully my...
And then I was really trying. I'm so close to getting the second set of the Halloween ATC stencils, the ones by Paula, out, but hopefully by Thursday. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure by Thursday. And then by Thursday we will also have the sideways brick. I know y'all are just chomping at the bit for more bricks. I don't know that I'm going to give those to her, or, well, I'll let her show them, but then she can't keep them. You know, then we'll be bricking things for
Well, I know,
week.
but I do need them to
Okay.
build the castle.
Okay.
And Miriam needs them too.
Does she?
Yeah, she's doing some bricky stuff.
All right.
Okay, so the reason I brought this back real quick because we want to look at this and we want to decide, well, what are we going to do with this? What's going to knock the color back? Well, let's just think about this for a minute. Where's my color wheel?
Yeah, Carrie's not here, so I think he was
Oh,
definitely...
he's on a plane. Bless his heart, he had to spend 6 hours at the airport
Yeah.
waiting. We know about that, don't we?
A little bit, yeah.
That's about how long we spent in Baltimore. Or it seemed
Well,
like it.
partially that was us. Just, I mean, I don't know what else we would have done. And
Yeah, we should have just done something else. Not had to be there at
yeah.
Mariah and my husband or get there early kind of people. Okay, so let's look at this.
He did make it out of there. I don't know that he's landed yet.
I would say this is red-orange, right?
Yes.
Red-orange. Okay, what's opposite of red-orange? Well, red-orange is blue-green. But then we've got some yellow in there. Okay? So, and it's really kind of a yellow-orange. So, the opposite of yellow-orange is just plain blue. So, if we put a little bit more blue in our green, I think we're going to cover it. But we don't want to cover it totally. We want to sort of glaze it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody understands that.
Glazed it.
Glaze it. There we go. I love those metallic, those magnetic hooky things. All right, so We need a transparent blue.
You were headed in the right direction there, Tracy.
Green. Phthalo green. All right. This is a great. Now, do I have that in a little one already opened?
Yeah, probably.
Blue shade. Yes, I do.
These were the extra paints I bought her for, well, she bought herself.
Yeah.
She used her PM allowance for Baltimore.
Yeah, I did. Okay. Let's just roll that out and see what that looks like.
She's always trying to achieve brown. Some special brown.
That's just not so. All right, well, let's...
Yeah, for the sake of this experiment, everything's gonna, need to be... We're going for old and grungy and, like, this book's been around for a long time.
And the thing about it is
some spells have gone badly. Some better than others.
I'm confident enough about this that if this isn't what I want it to be, I know what to do. But the only way that you figure that stuff out is you got to do it. Well, it's nice and sheer. I like that. I'm seeing.
What is this?
I'm seeing the smudgy booze from the back of the
old and grungy. Wendy says, great to hear P gets entertainment allowance, not just food and rent. Actually, they pay rent here. Yeah. Part of the deal.
Well, we use water and...
Yeah.
And
let me tell you, it ain't cheap in Collin County.
No. And I like to know that I can turn the air conditioning to the place that I need it to be.
Yeah, what is this sour cream iced donuts? I don't understand this. This is something I've never heard of. I mean, isn't that a bagel?
Da Vinci fluid is good too. Yes, it is. I have one that I purchased because it was on sale.
No, I got it because I was curious about it.
Okay. But it was on sale.
It was on sale. I needed to get to a certain money amount.
Okay, that's looking good.
Oh, Helen says, yes, the golden acrylics are very expensive in the UK. Yes. I don't know. Fran might be able to answer that a bit more in detail and with, I don't know that exactly. Like, if there's a brand that's there. Maybe some of the Winsor & Newton stuff. I don't know if it's more reasonably priced, or even the Liquitex might be more reasonably priced. Hello, Gayla.
Gayla!
How have you been? I think that was a little brighter than you anticipated.
I don't know. Well, I like it out here. I don't like it on the edge because of that stupid thing around the edge. But that's what I'm talking. I love this.
Oh, I love it over the red. Everything else is froggy. Sorry, I need to cheer up and be nicer.
You do. This is very negative.
Yeah, I'm
sending very negative vibes my way.
I'm not feeling great. I'm just going to be honest.
What are you allergic?
I think so. And it doesn't seem to be improving.
Okay, well.
And I neti potted.
Let's get a little.
Okay, yeah, what's this about the donuts? They are buttermilk donuts
Oh
coated
my
with
gosh, that
sour
sounds
cream
wonderful.
glaze. Buttercream donuts.
So are they
I
like
think
a
it sounds
fried
wonderful.
donut kind of situation? Again, I just think, I mean, it sounds like you're talking
Well,
about
that's
bagels.
she just got bagel on the brain. Okay, I'm getting to brown, y'all.
Yeah, you are. It's sort of a grayish at this point. But,
It is.
you know, brown's just around the corner.
It is. Just around the corner.
Hello, Alice.
Oops. Well, it's probably too much. Oh, well.
Okay, so Fran says that, yes, Amsterdam Standard Series. Lots of choices and colors, work well, and cheaper than golden. Yeah, and then if you're looking for, like, more fluid ones, you could always buy that extender or the, you know, Floetrol or some type of medium that is going to make them more loosey-goosey.
Yeah, and remember, you can't really use water because it doesn't work. I don't know why I did this. This was
That was
really
my rookie move.
rookie move here, but I think I'm going to save it. Yep. Okay, now come on.
Okay, don't hyperventilate.
Try not to. A nice mud color.
Oh, goodness, Susan. I'm sorry to hear that.
What is it?
Her daughter has COVID and the flu. Feeling pretty awful, yeah. I think this is just allergy business because we've all been sneezing and whatnot. I guess it could be something we're all passing around each other, too. But P sneezed for a good 10 minutes.
I did. I went out and watered.
She was trying to talk to me.
and I couldn't talk. And my nose is running like a faucet.
Cake donuts can be baked or fried, yes. I don't know that I love cake donuts. I love
like cake donuts.
I like cake and I like
I
donuts.
like them only if they're crispy on the outside and smushy in the middle. Okay, I think this is getting there. It needs a couple more.
I like those powdered sugar donuts. Or those waxy. My dad used to love those.
All right, I don't love that yet, but you know it needs to dry because I'm just putting stuff on top of stuff, and I'm just gonna.
Oh, Gayla's trying to learn how to draw Islamic geometric designs. She bought a HAFF compass.
Oh, she's going on from
man.
continuing her journey on with geometric patterns.
Yeah.
I love it.
You should email me some more things that I won't share to the group.
I might have a book that I could send you about that.
I need to share Gayla's stuff. I'll put it all in one
Okay.
post. Hello, Christopher. Welcome.
This is really we've got a nice beginning here and I found this, and I don't even know.
We're starting a new book.
Yes.
So we're making new papers because we just don't have the right ones.
Where did I get this from?
From the retreat. And
I think it was from Xandra.
No,
it was one of the giveaways.
No. God, sometimes you're like, Brad, it's like, it'd be awesome if you gave me a chance to, have a moment to think and talk.
Okay.
I believe it was Diane.
Oh. Well, thank you, Diane.
Yeah.
I really like that. I used it the other day. It works really nice with my gloppy stuff. It's just ever so slightly metallic. A little bit coppery.
Oh, that's a lovely memory, Diane. Kitty. Don't you dare. I know. I hear you and I see you.
Trying to get this out here where it's in the range of. Sometimes it works just to roll over the top of it and not really worry about brayer over the top.
It was a good. I liked the geometric ones. Yeah, that was a good theme. I would hold you if you were nice, but sometimes you're not very nice about me holding you.
He's trying to dig his claws.
He does.
Practically every t-shirt that I have has a claw cat.
And he's even torn some of my pants because it gets a little bit, he'll whap you on the side of the leg to let you know that you're supposed to be paying attention to him. Hi, Anthony.
Hi, Anthony. I haven't cleaned up my Baron yet.
Oh,
but
cheater donuts. 2 biscuits cut in half, fried, and chicken cinnamon sugar.
I would like that.
Mm.
Oh yeah, there we go.
That's a good brown.
That is a really good brown.
What is going to be your solution to getting rid of that froggy green that was happening on that other thing?
It might have to go black and then go back.
It happens.
It does. Remember, we've done it many times. Now, I think that's absolutely stunning. And this white down here, I can probably talk Mariah into spraying that with a bit of stuff.
I can do that. Totally.
Or I can just put down some of that stuff and suck it up there.
Hmm.
I'm getting kind of low on my clean out. I'm
You've
going to
been
have to
using
just,
it a little excessively.
I think so. Whoop. And then you just kind of drag it through the gravy and
There you go. Get her done. See, she doesn't spray. She bottles.
a bottle. That's right. But say I mean, you know, that's quite acceptable. Just go ahead and pull the rest of that. Well, he's not going to pull it up, but you know, we'll leave that on there for the next round. I love this. Now, I'm
saving
going to let
that
this
for later.
dry. Save it for later.
Let's save that for later.
Okay, so Mariah wants to know what I want to do with the green. Well,
Because I find that offensive.
where's my stencil here?
I don't know. You know, it could be kind of a... You know, if we were doing a fairy princessy kind of evil villain situation, it has a... You know, Snow White receiving the apple in the woods situation feel to it. That's just...
Or, you know, Eye of Newton, Brain of Frog or something like that, you know, for our cauldron
Yeah.
page. So what you're saying is I should hold off on doing anything to it.
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, it could have a place.
Now, the other thing I can do is take the other...
Eddie says black trees over it. Yeah, see, and then that would give that whole forest...
vibe, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hello,
I'll just
Robin.
hold off on that. I don't know where my trees are right now. I don't know where the trees are. Okay, now, I do want to put something on here, and I want it to be dark. Dark and brooding.
Dark and brooding.
Dark and brooding.
I feel like you got this. It's when we start talking about rainbows and unicorns, I'm worried. And have to give you more direction.
Oh, chuckle, chuckle, chuckle. Where's my dadgum brown? Oh, there it is. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, you shouldn't spin that.
Yeah, I shouldn't.
Like that.
That middle one gets carried away there. All right, so we're going to go with some raw umber. And we want it to be not just one umber, but we're going to go with a little burnt umber light to make it, you know, kind of whatever.
I keep turning off this air. Very cold.
I don't know what that was.
Linda was happy about us keeping the green. Wonderful.
Well, you know, you can always change it.
Yeah. And I think right now that would be kind of cool. Umber alert. That's funny, Anthony. I was going to tell my umber, you know, burnt and raw joke, but people think it's kind of silly.
I'm just getting some of this off of here, making a nice brown page over here. Because I would like for some of the, you know, whatever to show through here. I don't have to have a lot, but There we go.
Bye, Abby.
And we're not wasting any of this paint because this will then become something.
That's right. No one knows how to cook it right. Yeah. Why did you flip it?
Because of the this is the side that goes up. Okay, hold it down on one end and look at it and see if there's enough, if you're getting a good, use the roly part of your Baron. You don't want to wear your fingers out and suck all the moisture from your fingers.
Cheers. Oh.
Alright, look how cool that looks. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a start.
Now we want to grab, where's my other one? I'm about ready to move on to some, I can still use this for the smaller plates, but it's getting so it's not really picking up stuff. But it does allow me to press down and at least do that. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Isn't that wonderful? I think it's wonderful. Okay, now, where are we here? Get some of my cellophane.
It's just really.
This is a set, do not separate. I left that on there because I thought that was funny.
Oh, you are actually getting something to kind of come up there.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that was a good idea, Laura.
What is that?
So they're talking about like how to make kind of rusty, rust to dye things with, basically, I think.
Oh.
And so, see, you are such a naughty kitty. So Anthony was talking about making, you know, using the steel wool, like steel wool and vinegar, and then that's like he uses that on wood, which I think a lot of people kind of knew about that. But then Laura said that she bought some rusty metal hooks from the charity shop and then sprayed them in water and wrapped it in a kitchen roll, and later the rest imprinted onto the kitchen roll.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and you kind of, what did you spray yours with? With a mixture of like vinegar and stuff, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I also use tea because the tannic acids in the tea create, and I mean you have to make it really strong, almost, you know, so it's really dark.
Yeah, I gotta get this cat out of here. He's gonna jump any minute. Come here, kitty. Come here.
Well, see, that's starting to pick up some stuff. And I think the more I pick up, the more I'm going to be able to pick up with, because then it's not going to be all slicky. Because you can see here, it definitely is altering the color. Or I mean the transparency of it.
Yes. True.
What?
I'm laughing at you in this, you know, your quest to do this cellophane business.
Well, I think, you know, you're just going to be laughing out the other side of your mouth once it starts
Yes.
being something that's really absolutely stunning and wonderful. All right, so we've got this brown down here. And I don't really know that it's going to do all that much, but we're going to see if we can get some of it to come up and make a nice design on this piece here.
Yeah, well, and he wanted it in the other room.
Oh, he did?
He followed me right over there, so yeah.
Door was closed, yes.
And now Caleb misses the cat. Sorry, Caleb. I told him and love on him, but like he only wants you to do that for a few minutes and then he's done.
3.5 rubs.
Yeah.
And you better
and
just
a good
look
claw
at
on the, you know, just enough to probably, you know, tear your shirt.
Now, this is really stiff paper, so you really do have to give it a bit of a very vigorous rubbing. Rub-a-dub-dub.
And hello, Kilrees. So they're doing a print. Finally got her image to set. Yes, let it dry, and then you can put down your next layer of paint.
Voila!
If you want to pull it, then you put down the layer of paint and paper, or you can put like the next image if you're really layering it up.
Yeah. I don't know how much of that I'm going to get because that was a fluid acrylic and it was pretty dry. But maybe something. Well, we're definitely going to have to do something to that side. Now see how interesting? I think that because of the way the brayer has, you know, put down that layer.
Yeah.
I think it's so interesting.
Brayer layer.
Brayer layers. And we're going to go ahead and just, you know, gush it up a little bit. I don't know, maybe I should let that dry first. I'm going to let that dry.
Yeah.
Because I do want to maintain the pattern of the whatever out there. Okay, what else we got here? Okay. I like this side just fine, but I need to put something on this side.
Yeah.
And basically what I do when I don't want to do a whole bunch of stuff, that little guy needs to go over there. What else do I have here that's in my... This is kind of, I don't know what this is. Ooh. Kind of
Spit out there.
darky gray, but I don't know, maybe it'll be okay.
I don't think it's doing that much.
It really isn't, but I'm not sure that I want it to do all that much.
Okay.
Because I want the other side of the page to be kind of just a little bit, you know how it's nice to have a contrast when you have a really patterned page, and then you kind of want something that doesn't have any, it's got something on it, but not a lot.
Yeah.
And since I don't make coffee dyed papers, I mean, you know, geez,
Yeah.
I certainly could, but.
We don't need to be getting into
Yeah,
all that.
Okay, look at that. Perfect.
Then I can spray it.
Wonderful. All right, now this needs to be a little bit more. See this little hoop-de-doo over here? Let's try a little of this. I'm just going to do a little
That's the dog.
hacking.
Who knows what she's been trying to eat, poor thing. Oh, That's a great color. I feel like you're going to suck up that other stuff if you aren't careful.
I know. Me too.
Did you say what color that was?
It was heather.
It's the Dina Dinah stuff. Heather. Careful. So last night, Brad heard you up here brayering. He's like, you may need to go and check out what she's doing. She sounds like she's really into something. Oh, I'm sure she's fine. I'll find out later what's going on.
I just love that corner down there. I'll tell you what, this glossy paper picks up stuff.
Well, it's because some of those papers have like a clay, I think, in the coating of them.
Oh.
That's why you got to be a little bit careful.
Yeah, you don't want to let them sit too long.
No.
I did have to throw away one. It made me very sad.
Yes. So, Kilreese, you will need to let things fully dry before adding the next layer of paint to it. But then, once you want your final one on there, you will put down the layer of paint and then put the paper, so that way it all adheres, and let that fully dry as well. I love that side of it. That kind of reminds me of some of those papers that we made for I think Mountain Sunrise, our digital papers.
It just
Curly.
It's curly. Now, it didn't opaque out as much as I wanted it to there, but I'm going to let that be for a bit and come back to it. I just think this is so beautiful. It just really, I love it so much. And I can tell by the way that it's pulling, that it's, I don't need to linger. Okay, let's get a little bit of a, I kind of like this penny.
I don't know that I'd call that penny, but
That's the name of it.
is it shiny?
A little bit.
It's like metallic?
Slightly, yeah. Yeah, it really is.
Hi,
I
Kathy.
like it because it adds a bit of opacity.
Yes, those are National Geographic pages with the citrus solve. They came from. Did Bonnie give those to you, or are those from Susan?
Bonnie gave me those.
Okay.
But Susan had done some.
Yeah, because I thought that there was kind of a mix. I can tell Susan's because she cut hers down to a particular size.
Yeah. And it was so they would fit in her little box that she gave us.
I guess this is going to be a really good stream of just printing on a whole lot of different things.
And this paper, I mean, it prints beautifully. I mean, if you could get some of this paper without anything on it, that would be wonderful.
Well, what you're looking for are coated sheets.
And I don't even really mind the print there. But isn't that wonderful?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thanks, Eddie. Careful there.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you're
not gonna
just
push
playing with fire.
push that. I'm gonna be ripping something up. Okay, now we have this is really sturdy. Very sturdy.
Sturdy paper.
Sturdy paper.
No idea what it is, but it's sturdy.
Yeah, you can see. Okay, we're gonna go with our clean out mixture.
Probably something like a... Here, can I feel it? So... That's just pretty interesting because it's like a... It's a lighter weight cover stock. Like a 65-pound kind of thing. But it seems like older paper, that's why I smelled it.
Smells old.
It smells old. And so I wonder if it's yellowed over time. And it sort of feels like it has a finish on it, but nothing, you know.
I need you to hand that back to me because I'm reaching a very critical stage here where I want to capture some of this. And
I think she printed it with dominoes.
I think she did.
I mean, that's what it looks like.
I like that. All right, now I don't want to use my paper because I want to sop up some of these wonderful edges here with this side.
That's great. Alice says instead of a long haul, it's a print sprint.
Print sprint. There you go.
Fabulous. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I think the number 6 domino.
9.
9?
Mm-hmm. 3 times 3. Because this is, you know.
But it's just that one side. But then, no, it's something else. Because look, there's both the positive and the negative of it.
There is. And I've got some other stamps that I can put on there that are going to go ahead.
I don't think it is a domino.
I don't think it is. Maybe it's a faux.
Faux domino.
All right, look at that.
Oh, maybe dice?
Oh, yeah.
Could be. But then how did she get both? Because it has just the dots and then...
Well, she could have put it onto her plate and then pushed it down on there.
That's interesting.
But you can see the outline there of the edge of the... I don't know.
And Susan says there's no
Susan,
9 on a
if
dice
you're watching, can
packaging. Yes, Susan?
please let us know about that. Okay.
Not one of the Susans that's here. Different Susan.
Different one.
Yeah. Maybe a square Lego.
Oh, it could be.
Maybe. It doesn't have the little Lego. It didn't have the little Lego logo in there. Lego logo.
They have the Lego logo in there?
If it's a true Lego.
Well, there you go.
Oh, a pill blister pack.
Oh, could be.
Maybe because then you would have both sides. Ah, I'm so sorry. Goodness. Fago Lego. Fago. Do you know who the Insane Clown Posse is? Eddie? I'm guessing a lot of these other people probably wouldn't, but you might. Some ICP. Oh, no.
How did you get the stripy marks? I didn't get them. Susan did.
Yeah.
They were already there.
They would drink the Faygo, spray it out into the crowd. I actually went to a concert with Brad once. He was sort of into that.
Yeah, I don't know how she did that, but isn't it starting to be really, really, look at that wonderful stuff going on around hither and yon.
Yeah, definitely.
Hither and yon. Okay. Now, I don't like this yellow. It's terrible. It's just terrible.
Terrible?
Terrible. So we're going to...
That's funny. Alright, well, geez, more of you guys knew who they were than I would have guessed.
What is it?
The ICP people.
I don't know.
But Lego, because they used to spray this drink called Faygo out into the crowd. Let me tell you, that was a very interesting crowd watching.
I'm not... that just almost makes me break out into hives thinking about that.
Yeah.
I never liked it. All I could ever think about is if a fire started, you know, what was going to be my plan of escape.
Oh, going to a concert?
Yes. I only went to one real one, and that was enough to think, oh my God, this is
Not where you wanted to be.
not where I want to be, ever. Plus, there were a lot of really questionable. You're surrounded, and you don't have any control over, you know, the population that's around you, and that always gives me.
Is that more to your liking?
It is definitely more to my liking.
I think it's cool looking.
Very cool looking. Love it, love it, love it. Just going to leave that just like that.
Okay.
I'm going to bring this other one back over here and suck up some of this wonderful purple stuff here.
That's funny. You saw Springsteen in the spring. I used to like going to concerts. And then I got like we got to watch a concert in like the box seating once. And that ruined me. I was like, yeah, I need this experience every time. This bathroom was right around the corner. I don't have to be right
that's the
up
other
front.
thing. Oh my God.
Yeah. They had food in the thing. It was fantastic.
All right, now this one here, I don't know, I'll just go ahead and pick that up since. But I love this side. I think this side looks absolutely marvelous. It's like, but this is not so marvelous.
Yeah, that's a little.
It's making me even kind of a little bit pukey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. So we've got to do something. And my feeling about what to do here is go black. Yep.
I'm too short. I always feel like I'm going to get trampled and
What?
can't breathe. Being down like in the... Now, people just stay in their seats and we were all, you know, just... I'd be good with that. I saw Cher fairly up close once, and that was good. Because it was kind of an older crowd. People didn't really mess about. Stayed where you're supposed to. Didn't get crazy. I like that.
Like I said, fire.
Yeah.
Okay, this is way too much paint, but you know how I feel. I want to have to be stopping and putting some more paint out there. And I want it pretty dadgum juicy. Oh, that's nice.
I was like fifth or sixth row at the Rolling Stones Bridges of Babylon tour. I've also seen U2. We were about row 20. That one wasn't too bad. Just going to the bathroom was annoying.
Shift it a bit like that. I want to get some of this. looking ever so slightly zebra-y, but that's okay. Not.
We'll go through these in a little. Plus, you'll be seeing them a few times, don't you worry. A lot of looking at the print. Oh, I think a Miley concert would be pretty good. Oh, that sounds fun. Dire Straits. Money for nothing. Love some Dire
I
Straits.
just watch them on.
Nobody's
on
taking
the screen.
nobody's taking you to the concert. Nobody wants to go with you.
They don't, and they might think, and even if they do think that they would, they
We
would.
saw Doc Severinsen, and she went to that one. Lubbock, Texas.
Well, I went to some concerts, and I saw Katie Lang. She was wonderful in Anchorage, but it was a very chill crowd.
Yeah.
Because the tickets were outrageously expensive.
Right, so only the old people could afford it.
That's who was there. Now, the drum thing that I went to was a little bit, it was a different crowd, but it was good. And you were in your seats. All right, now look at that. Wonderful. Wonderful. Marvelous.
And I've seen Aerosmith a few times. In fact, Brad even flew me. They're coming here in November. But the tickets are crazy expensive. I don't, it wasn't always like that. I mean, $30-40 for a ticket. That I understand. $100 for a nosebleed section? That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh, yeah. I saw Marilyn Manson. That was really good.
That piece of paper is looking really good. I might have to retire that. Oh, yes. Look at that.
Ooh. Now that one's, yeah. I like that.
That's pretty yummy. Oh, that
I don't
didn't
think
help
so.
very much.
It's great. Kayla gave us a week-long concert with her squeaky chair. But she did. Let's see. I went to the Blockbuster something big tour thing. It was funny. Brad was there too, but we didn't know each other, and we were fairly close to each other once we talked about it later. Once we met, but I mean, it was all kinds of people, like Matchbox 20, and I think Hootie and the Blowfish were there. I mean, it was ridiculous, crazy. Bush was there, I think. No Doubt. Bunch of people. Hootie. Hootie and the Blowfish. Yeah, it was.
Oh.
And it was right when the Motor Speedway opened. So some of it wasn't like built out and stuff. Like, and nobody really had been there before. So that was another challenging thing. And it was out in the middle of nowhere, basically.
This has a hole in the middle. I just noticed it.
Well, we'll utilize that. That's kind of maybe some Frankenstein-y, like it's burnt. See, look, it looks like it's catching on fire right there in that one corner anyway.
Yeah, really. I'll have to, I could just set it, I could burn it.
I saw the Beastie Boys. Brad and I went. I was one of the last concerts. I was like, okay, yeah, this whole being on the floor business. Because we were like right up in there. I was like, yeah, I don't like this. This scares me. But it was a good concert. Oh, and then we saw Snoop Dogg open for... What did we see Snoop Dogg open for? It was really weird because it was like we're not really sure why they put those together at that time. Maybe it was like a Blink 182 or something like that.
I don't know.
I know. I saw Pat Benatar at
I would have liked to have seen
in
Pat.
Addison. Yeah, I was really chill because it was like
Pat
at the
Benatar.
yeah in Addison.
That's kind of like, you know, Katie Lang isn't getting any younger, but oh my God, it was a fabulous concert, and she did 3 encores.
Oh, that's nice.
I mean, you know, well, they loved her. We all loved her.
We all loved it.
We loved her.
That was funny.
All right, now I'm not even going to put down a stencil
That would be
on
a
this. I'm
great
just going to
show.
pick up some stuff and see what we got. No, I'm hoping it picks up some of that black stuff that was in the background. Maybe. Kind of, sort of. Oh, that's wonderful.
Mm-hmm. And you can hear it. Can you hear how it is? That's the texture.
And of course I've got this little bit over here that's not wanting to.
It's funny when Carrie's doing his stuff, he always has that one end, and I'm like, I'm curious as to when he's gonna. He always says he's like, okay, I'm fine, but then he ends up covering it up, and so it's kind of funny to watch. Like, you know, all right, how long will he let it hang out there? And then he's like, nah, I'm gonna deal with this.
It's best to do it when you've got the stuff on the
Yeah.
the thing that you know are. All right. Oh, and that feels wonderful. Gritty.
Are there other good magazines like Nat Geo paper-wise? I would,
I don't know.
you know, some of the fashion magazines, older ones perhaps, like I think like the Harper Bazaar used to have really thick,
Vogue.
but I don't know that the newer Vogues,
I don't know.
their covers would be of that heavy, slightly, like it's not. But that's really what you're looking for, and then their whole printing process is probably more, you know, Nat Geo. There's all like offset printing. That's why you get that type of ink coverage. You're not going to get that like with a web press, and I would assume that that's what a lot of them do anymore, just for cost purpose. But I don't know. There's still a lot of offset printing happening. Alright, what did Sue sew? No, she went in Alaska. Oh, that's awesome, Anthony.
What?
He went to, he saw Joni Mitchell at the Bread and Roses Festival in 1980, and Robin Williams was the MC.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Oh, and then that's right, Darcy, she used the I Spy pages, so if you find any, and she always sees them at the secondhand store, or the thrift store, or wherever she goes, the I Spy books have really good pages. If you want to, you know. She's a little against the, you know, busting up of books. Magazines are one thing.
I'm not big on that. Well, that's really okay because I've got some white stuff going on out here. I don't hate that.
Oh, that's a good call, Linda. Probably a lot of cookbooks
Have pages.
that are going to be higher gloss.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Jenna. Okay, let me go through here and see. Okay, we've got to do something with this green. This is just wrong. Okay. Some of our red mix out here.
Oh, I bet that was fantastic, Diane.
Okay, this could be very interesting. Without putting down a stencil.
It's a little tiny Dremel type tool. Is that right? What's going on in the back? Yeah, your back and your front are way, way different on that.
What?
It's very different from the back to the front.
Well, I'm just getting started,
No.
honey bunny.
Oh, it's a laser.
A what?
It's like a little laser tool.
Oh.
Not a Dremel, not a, an actual.
I don't know how sheer this is going to be.
I like that color.
I'm just struggling to get rid of the green. And then we can go from there.
Oh, that's cool.
Getting there, getting there.
Are you not trying to get the crazing, or?
No, I don't really care.
Okay.
It's nice to, get it in some places and not so
Right.
much in others, just so that it's not.
Yeah, I like it when it happens a little more sporadically. You just leave that one alone for a little bit. Yeah. There's a few layers on that one. Did you get it?
Look at that.
Oh, Kitty's out again.
Okay, I think that's wonderful. Mazzie's over here looking for food. I don't have anything to feed you, sweetie baby.
I like what's happening on the plate there. Got some interesting buildup of things. It's
Well,
Little
going back
hodgepodge.
through everything here, making sure that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's one that I don't have the back side.
Looky there.
No, two that I don't have the back side.
Well, you got 30 minutes.
Uh-oh, three. Okay. We'll just carry on to Sally Forth. Now, I do want to do a little bit of frottage on this before I print on it. So I'm going to hold off
Okay.
on that for a sec.
Yeah, this has been a paper extravaganza.
Yeah, okay. Let's have a little Nicolaiso.
Can you see the kitty? I'll hold him up.
Come here. Oh yes, come here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a pretty kitty.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Telling you, got to be kind of rough with him because he
You
doesn't
do
like
that. No.
nice petting.
I nice pet.
Oh,
See, there's the 3 pats and he's done. And then he's going to stand down here because really what he wants to do is jump up on the table and disrupt things. And I have cat hair stuck to my lipstick. He's a Siamese.
he's a blue point.
Blue point. They didn't, and he's probably purebred, but they didn't want him because he has a little crooked tail.
It's a broken tail.
But he's super sweet. I like him a lot. He likes me. Yeah, he is a per train. Oh, those Mancoons are crazy big.
Our neighbor in Anchorage had one. Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
they look like bobcats. Now, isn't that cool looking? Like that. A little bit of green from the other side, so when you fold it over and you turn the page, you're going to kind of like see, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't know if I love this green business going on here.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I like Eddie's idea about putting the tree over it.
I think so, too. I definitely should do that first before I try any other,
I think so.
because if it isn't what I want, then you can fix it.
Oh, Silver Granny says she was always told that true Siamese all have a crook in their tail.
Oh, really?
It was a genetic thing.
He has a. It's almost like a break.
Yeah, it's just a little bit at the tip part. It's sort of like, like you can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Susan says they have a crook in their tail to hold the rings for their mistresses.
Oh.
And Bullet's over here rubbing and groaning. He's the Jack Russell. The fat one. He's very fat. Too many treats. That's awesome. What did you mix? Was that, what 2 things did you mix together there?
It was actually 3.
Oh,
It was this clean out, and transparent, I believe, red iron oxide in the fluid acrylic.
there you guys go. Clean out, and then transparent iron oxide, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It is also helpful to have a fairly clean plate to be able to get this crazing.
It is, and see this little piece right here is If I'd left that on very much longer, I would have had some problems with my paper pulling, because I did lose one little spot right there.
That's funny, Wendy. Does P know how many pages this book will be yet?
Well, not all the pages will make the cut.
Yeah, we just go through stacks, and then, you know, what'll happen is we'll get to a point where we sort of have an idea, and maybe that's right about the time we bind it, maybe. But like with the other book, you know, the first book that we showed you from 2021, and if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, what was it? Not last stream, but the stream before that, we showed the 2 Halloween things that we have done past 2 years. So that book, it was kind of crazy because it's like, all right, well, we thought we had some things done, and then we even had, I think we had gotten it ready, because you have to, in order to use the Zutter, you punch the pages, you know, you put the little hole things in there, and then the wire binding goes through it. But I mean, for weeks we were moving that darn pile of unbound pages around. I was like, we've got to put them together. This is making me crazy. Like trying to remember which ones went where, because she would put them in the order, but then she'd work on some
and forget where they were supposed to go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was. I agree. It was not a.
It was getting tricky. But like she had said, when we were kind of talking about this, I'm like, you know, maybe we try to bind it a little earlier than what we did with the other one. Problem with that is that you can't work on them as well.
No.
Once they're bound, it's a little harder to, you know, put gel printing on them. Or now, one nice thing is with the wire binding is you can open it back up and pull the page out. So that is something to keep in mind. So does Pete recommend doing twice as many papers to get the pages to the 20 or 10? Yeah, definitely. I mean, or 3 or 4 times as many.
Because the other thing is, some of them you're going to cut up and you're going to use for belly bands, you're going to use for pockets, you're going to...
Restraining. What was it?
Restraining bands.
Definitely for this, they're restraining bands. That would be kind of funny, doing a page that's like a mummy with like, oh, we could do it with magnets and then they could say things inside of them. That would be funny.
Yeah, that would be fun.
All little sayings about getting wrapped up in things and mummy lore. Curses.
Yes.
Oh, look at you. A real save on that thing.
It wasn't a save, it was a good one.
Well, I know. It wasn't that interesting, though, before you put the pattern on it.
You're just full of
Padooty.
Poopy doopy. I can still put the trees down, Eddie. Don't start, you know, put your panties in a wad.
Were you worried about it, Eddie? She felt like you were.
Yeah, it was his green page.
None that I know of, Susan. That's not to say that it doesn't exist, but it is kind of a weird little thing, you know, because it's...
Well, what happened is my paint dried.
Let's see.
But I think that is quite nice. So we'll just have to let that dry all the way, and then we can pull this with something else.
I knew one of them was going to fall.
Oh, I could even use I can bring in some of my new... Okay, what do we have here?
I don't know why that was there, but... Yeah, so see how it has, like, just... Now, the thing is we always just do these in sections. We don't run it together. You can. Like, you could have a whole big spiral that runs consecutively. Is that right? Yeah. Sorry, my brain really hurts. But we, even on the bigger books, usually just kind of do one at the top and one at the bottom. One at the top, one at the bottom. Because then we don't have to use so much wire, and we don't have to figure out lining them up. Because let me tell you, it's tricky enough to get them.
Oh yeah. No, some of the things that we had to do were due to the fact that they were off.
Yeah.
They went like this when they put them through the hoop-de-doo
Oh,
thing.
she says it's the same punching as in scrapbook or sketchbook paper. Huh. Well, I bet it would actually line up to like regular holes, so it's like we could punch them and put them in a binder and then.
Okay, this is, I don't know what is the time here. Yeah, this is going to be the last one on this because this is going to be a dry pull.
20 minutes. Okay. Cool. Thank you, Susan. I tell you, you know things, and I like that. That thing's getting very interesting.
It is, isn't it?
You gave the last one away. Ooh.
Kind of dirty wallpaper, damask.
Mm-hmm. Is that shimmery?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
That's some of the new deco art
Oh.
stuff. Okay, that needs to go away.
I'm going to test it out, Sarah. Because I've got some extra binders downstairs.
What is it?
I have, you know, some old binders. Just has kind of junky stuff in it. Okay. What are you doing?
I don't know.
What's that? Did you do that one earlier, or is this something that's been down?
I just now noticed that it was up there. I put
Ah.
it down yesterday.
What paper is that?
It's a good question. I think it's Jack Richardson. I cut some up.
Oh.
That'll make a nice little frame. But now that looks cool, doesn't it?
How did you, what's
This is, see this circle out here?
Uh-huh.
It was from another print, and it might even have been one that I got from
Susan.
Susan.
Mm-hmm.
Could be. But that's done with the, okay, first printed the flower, the lotus flower,
Right, unraveling pansies.
unraveling pansies, aka lotus, and
Bye, Diane.
then went over with a mixture of the green gold and some of the clean out mixture,
Yeah.
obviously, because it, you know, pooled up and did that cool
yeah.
thing out
Yeah,
there.
yeah. That is
You always know that, oh, now we need to do this side. Guess we're not done yet, folks.
Well, you got 15 minutes.
I've got 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I can do it. Okay, what do we have here? Burnt umber.
Bye, Laura. Thanks for hanging.
Well, let's use a little burnt umber. I'm going to warm it up a little bit with some red. And
What, are you going to use the stencil or?
I don't know.
Okay.
Put a little metallic in here.
Bye, Jennifer. Everybody's heading out.
Now this is my last one. I promise you. Look at that air conditioner making
Uh-huh.
nice little.
Your brayer off over there looks pretty cool, too.
It does, doesn't it?
looking kind of dry.
It is.
You better move along. Look at you lining that up. Huh.
Everything just went flying.
Yeah, it did.
Hit the floor.
I totally understand, Wendy. I have those days. Yeah, those things will affect, I mean, if you got a window open or if the heat's running. You happy with that?
No. Of course not.
What are you doing now?
I'm just going to, you know, give it a bit of
A little wash over?
yeah. Especially down here on this end.
What are you going to do when your washout stuff is all?
Oh, I'll just have to mix up some more. And I'm just about out of, so this is going to be my next, the quinacridone. I have a new bottle of it, but it, I mean, there's just a tiny little bit left.
Is this the one that they no longer make?
Yeah, but I have some coming to me.
Do you remember who? You have to look back at your messages.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's good. I like it. All right, ladies and gents, that's it.
Alrighty. Do you want to flip through those prints real quick?
Sure. Well, I've already seen this one. This one from Brayer Off. Nice.
Yeah, that turned out pretty
Interesting
cool.
Stuff going on there. This one's, we're working on it, but the other side looks good.
Eh. Less interested in that one. Keep going.
Need to some,
Yeah.
you know, grunge up the edges a bit.
Well, you need your big plate out and get
I
that
do.
all unified.
I do. Okay, this one, remember, the background was this stuff, and then we put the white over the top of it. I think that looks good. This one has some kind of spooky looking stuff on the back. This is the Citrusol. And that's one of the prints from Susan.
Yeah.
Remember, this was bright yellow?
Yeah. That was fantastic.
Really did. I mean, it did just exactly what I wanted it to do.
That's always exciting.
It always is exciting.
Things happen the way you want them to.
I like this. I think the black takes away from some of the, makes it look a little more ominous. Not so slappy happy. Okay, again, this one will probably need some stuff on the edge there. But I think this side looks really cool. And I think this is one of those ones that you want to just leave it. This is a nice place to rest your eye. I was watching somebody the other day that used that exact term. Okay, I think this one's nice. I like it.
Yeah, I like that.
And again, I like
that
this.
was trippy because even in the monitor, when you move it, you know, on the black and white side there, like it has that, yeah, it's trippy looking.
And it does have a bit of a sheen to it. Can you see that? And that's from the
micaceous.
Micaceous. Just ever so slight sheen. Well, we never did get to the back side of this dude. But this side, I think, looks good. So, we'll put this over here.
Yeah.
I like this. It looks like moldy books.
Yes, it's moldy.
I think I like that just like that.
My allergies are
These
acting up.
edges will have to be, something will have to be done there. I like this side. I'm not in love with this one yet.
Oh,
so
I like
we'll
that.
put this over here, and do something else to that. I like this one. This one kind of makes me chuckle.
Chuckle? Yeah. The domino,
Yeah.
not domino.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you did a good job on, you know, mooking up the...
Oh, the edges of this, yeah. Because that's some of that penny. Yeah, I think that's good. This is, I like it. Still see a few of the words there, but I don't, and
Yeah.
I absolutely love this side, and I didn't do anything to that. That came that way. Nice, restful color. Goes with this side. Might be a little bit pinky, but I don't know.
I like that.
I'm good to go with it at this point. I don't
Yeah.
dislike it. Okay.
That it?
Well, that's it. We can add those to our done pile here. Oh no, I need to go through here. There's some of those that aren't done. Okay, I'll do that.
There we go. All right, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. We'll be back here on Thursday and, you know, with some thoughts and continue on with the book. Thanks so much for hanging out. If you have come in here, this is the end. Please come back, watch the replay. That is ever so helpful to us all here. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. All that, you know, YouTube-y business. Come back, leave the comments. We love those. We comment back. See you here back on Thursday. Bye, guys.
Bye.